Okay, I've got several videos to make. Um, well, or one really long video, which I don't think I will do because I will make several videos and then put the topic on the heading so that if you want to look at it, you can. If you're not interested in the other stuff I'm going to talk about, then you don't have to watch the whole thing to see what I talk about in one topic. So anyway, I think I'm going to talk about why I haven't been able to take my driving test yet, and why the VA won't let me. And so I had an appointment on I think it was Tuesday. No, was it Wednesday? No, it was Wednesday. Wednesday with my doctor, and I asked her why I haven't been able to take my test, and why the occupational therapist at the VA, said that I can't, you know. And she said that she doesn't have any control over me taking the driving test or not, but that she said that my blood sugar and my A1C count were too high. That my average was about 150 and higher. You know, my my average is about, lately has been about 200. So that's too high. She said that if I'm driving, my blood sugar is really high, and I eat something else that drives it higher, I could pass out at the wheel and hit some people and kill them. And she said they just can't take the chance of me doing that. So that's why they are not going to allow me to take the driving test while my averages for my blood sugar have been in the 200s, and you know, have been really high. And my A1C on Wednesday was 8.8. Okay, so my A1C has to be below 8, you know, and possibly down to 6 or 7 maybe, you know. And if my A1C is down to 6 or 7, and my average blood sugar is in the 130s, you know, to 150s at the most, then they'll think about it. But, you know, I'm going on the assumption that they would probably be able to give me my test if that happens. If I get it down to the 130s all the time, and if that's my average, is about 130, 150, if I get that down, my blood sugars down to that as my averages, and then they still don't give me my test, I am going to be so upset. I'm going to say, look, I put all this work in, and why can't I be able to take you know, I mean, I've had my blood sugars a lot higher than my A1C was 12 at one time, and I was still driving, you know. I wouldn't, you know, when it was that high, I wanted to eat an awful lot. So, you know, some things you know, eat some sweets and some stuff I probably shouldn't have had. But I'm not, if it's high, I'm not going to go eat some more, some more sweets. You know, if it's if I've eaten like some cake or something, I'm not going to go out and get some licorice so I can or something to drive my blood sugar even higher so I can pass out. I am not going to do that. So them worried about me passing out driving is not going to happen. But I have to jump through their hoops, so I can take the driving test again and get my license back. It's like, okay, it gives me something to shoot for. I mean, I want to. It gives me something to shoot for that I will definitely make a goal and a mission of mine to do that, to get my blood sugar down. It's like no more junk food, no more, not very many sweets, almost totally, completely cutting out pop, even diet. Um, you know, buying water enhancer, I don't know. Oh. Yeah, buying water enhancer and drinking a lot of that. If I do, or just drink plain water. But, and I'm gonna exercise a lot more too. So anyway, exercise a lot more. Yeah, gonna get more of diabetic magazines for people with diabetes, and use the recipes in those magazines. You know, eat better, hopefully eat better, not eat so much junk food. And my doctor said that corn has almost no nutritional value at all. This weekend at my parents' 60th wedding anniversary party that we had in near Brainerd, I got a whole bunch of corn from my dad, and so I will eat 2 cobs of corn a day until it's gone, and no more than 2, because corn turns into starch, and that drives your blood sugar. That spikes your blood sugar count. So I'm just gonna eat 2 cobs, and that's it. But anyway, I've got a mission to get my blood sugar down and get my A1C down, and I will see my doctor again in 6 months, and hopefully I will be living here and not moving back to Lisbon, to the veterans home. Hopefully I can do that here. And hopefully I can get a ride to the store at least a couple times a week. Get a ride to the grocery store and get a few rides around town, to places where I want to go. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. Get that, a couple times a week. 2 or 3 times a week would be nice. Well, yeah, I think 3 or 4 times a week to get food and to go to places I want to go and to get things I want to get would be nice. I think every other day or almost every other day would be nice to be able to do that when the weather gets really cold. On days that aren't too bad, maybe I can walk to to where I can get on a bus and go by myself to do that. But we will see. And so anyway, yep. So I've got a mission to accomplish. Get my blood sugar down, get more exercise, get in better shape, and hopefully soon, hopefully in 6 months in May, hopefully in May, I'll get the approval to take my driver's test again and be able to pass it and get my driver's license back.